What is up, man?
What's up? Good evening. Sorry, I am a little late today. Uh, Business didn't get done until about 7:30, so kind of rushed back to the office to get this all set up. But we are live for another Wednesday night investor session. If you guys are popping in on TikTok or we're live on all channels, like and subscribe, follow us. This is an open forum, so you guys get to ask any and all questions or ask any picks that you want us to do any research, kind of chat about. This is kind of the one time a week we really get heavily involved in this. So you guys can definitely ask away. Hope you guys are kind of joining in. It really helps out if you can like and subscribe and help follow the channel. As if you're new, my name is Bob Sal, and I'm an avid crypto investor, stocks. I also have a moving company. I own real estate, and I have a detailing company, as well as I do quite a bit of other things and invest in other companies. And Cody here is the guy that got me into crypto about a year and a half ago, and we're going to kind of
Yes,
go
sir.
over any stock picks or picks or any certainly any cryptos you guys want us to take a good look at. So you can certainly comment in the on TikTok, or if you'd like to come on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch. The link is in the chat. You can join us live and give your opinion about some of the picks you have if you dare to come on live. Well, we do appreciate any and all support. So we're going to get going. I have a few stocks I want to kind of look into and kind of go over with you guys, and hopefully, I know
Yeah.
Cody has a few things he wants to look into, but
Nvidia's been
you can
going crazy.
absolutely. But man, it's been a crazy day. Looks like interest rates are probably going to start heading back up too, which is going to really hurt.
Yeah. Because, back in 2020, they were like nothing.
hmm And it's like you guys got to remember, it's been um, interest rates have been free for so long. You guys, anyone who's young is hasn't been used to a high interest market, but people still buy. It's just a different field you have to navigate. Businesses aren't borrowing as much. Oh, shout out to K Max. Hey, thanks for joining us live. Oh no, and I wanted to buy a house. You still could buy if your credit's very good. You can still get a decent rate, and if rates go back down, you refinance. But I don't think rates are going down anytime soon. So it's I think they're only going to go up. We're probably going to go up to about 9.5% on the base rate. That's my opinion. That seems to be how it's going. But keep in mind, like 30 years ago, people were buying houses at 12%. So it and you just refinance when things come down or when the environment becomes more favorable to you. But you still can get in. Make sure you get the right house at the right price. Don't overbid or overpay, and make sure you got plenty of equity just in case the markets tend to be a little shifty, especially going forward. You don't want to be go underwater and be liquidated out by the bank, because that's terrible. That's worse than a foreclosure. Shout out to Britt, one of our great moderators, back in there. Thank you so much for joining in. Really appreciate it, and appreciate all you do for us and keeping the chat in line for us. Uh, but we're going to go over. I have a few stock picks, but I don't want to discourage anyone from getting a house. Just make sure, because like I said, I have a dream house. I am buying very soon, and regardless of the market, I'm going to get it. So it's just if once the interest rates come down, I will refinance and get a better terms. But I'm trying to, hopefully, because I run multiple businesses, I'm trying to get that stuff sucker paid off and move on with my life. I'm not trying to have any mortgages out there more than anything. And I'm even right now trying to pay off all my corporate debt on my businesses. So I think I'm down to like, I think when Cody was working for me, we were at about 500,000. I think I'm down to like 120,000 in about a year and a half. So I got a little bit more to knock off on that debt, and then maybe get some other deals. But I did just kind of put in a purchase order for about three box trucks, two extended box trucks, and was it 20 trailers. for my logistics company. So it's like the credit just it goes down, but never seems to go away. But enough about me. We'll get into stocks. If you guys would like us to talk about any of your curious picks, certainly leave a comment on Thumbtack or comment on the in the chat on the other live on the other streaming sites. So YouTube or Facebook, definitely Twitch too. Trying to get our followers and likes up there, so it really would help us out. But we do appreciate all your guys' support because Cody and I just do this for free every day, whether people are listening to us or not.
Exactly. We talk about this on a daily basis, and we're just broadcasting what we talk about.
Exactly. Let me see if I can get you a little higher there. Okay. Um, so let's kind of go over some of the crypto market here. I'm gonna kind of. I know we had some people had some good picks from this morning, but honestly, I got terrible memory and I kind of forgot right now. But it looks like we're seeing a lot of red. I'm gonna get that screen shared. If any of you are following us on YouTube, I'm gonna have that screen shared for us. Um, Everything's pretty much down except for XDC. That was one of Crypto Mason's coins, but you're looking went from 0.031 to 0.039, but overall we're just kind of flatlined. I think better it's easier to pull up on coin market cap because it's like over the 24-hour period, most of these coins are down. XRP is down about a almost 2%. Bitcoin's down 2.5. Ethereum's down 1.4. Who else is a big player? You got Solana down 2%, Polygon down 1%, Polkadot down a little over 2.5%. You have Cosmos down 5%. So if you had,
Damn, Cosmos is down 5.
yep, down 5%. But if you were paying attention, there was a good time to buy in. I was watching that dip, but it kind of stabilized. We had a good buy-in period at around $10.33. So could have made a little grab there on this dip. Chainlink down 2% in the last 24 hours. Let's see here. You got Stellar up 1.3%. You got Hedera down a little over 3%. Quant down about 0.5%, a little over 0.5%. What else do you have here? That's really it. Other than all the meme coins are down. So it's just kind of one of those crazy markets or crazy days. Just people cashing out their profits. Excuse me. Yeah, that's really it. Everything else is pretty much down, except for XDC. It's up 20% in the last 24 hours, up 24% in the last 7 days. So yeah, I think they're definitely having a good week so far. I mean, let's take a look at that 7 days. Yeah, you can see wasn't really until when was it? Yesterday? No, well, almost 24 hours at 2:30 a.m. That's when we had that nice spike. So, although if you look at the month, no, not enough info. Yeah, it's starting to form a W right there.
What is XTC?
XTC, yeah. Or that's like the head and starting to form the other shoulder, but it looks like it's more like we're going to form a W as we go out in the direction. Uh, Shout out to Pearl Emerald Star. Thanks for joining in. Monkey's token to the moon. I'm guessing that's another meme coin. Um, but hey, if you can make money off of it, hey, I'm not against anything. Even for some degenerate trading, if we can make some money, we'll make some money.
We all have a tendency to want to make a degenerate play.
Oh yeah,
It's human nature.
it certainly is. There's more good news about XRP. Definitely getting that. It's looking more and more favorable that it's a good court case. However, it's still going to be an excellent buy if it got ruled as a security. I would be buying in heavily because uh, even if it goes for security, the project's still there, the worth is still there, everything is still there. it's a valuable business and it's a good model. Whatever the case goes, if it goes south, we can really make a hardcore buy-in because people will be dumping it and will be loving to buy it.
What here's
But
my plan. My plan with XRP is, I'll
Mhm.
accumulate, but if it for some reason gets labeled as security, I'll just kind of keep my bag steady, and I'll just buy more into stocks and like quant, and I'll add more into like my stock portfolio to get that started. So that way, I can
Exactly.
funnel future crypto profits into stocks.
Exactly, but XRP, if it gets ruled as a security, it's probably going to have a 90% drop. If the ruling goes against XRP, but if it goes in favor, we could probably see it getting over $1 very quickly as people buying in. But if we hit the $2 part super quick, like within a week or two, I have a feeling people are going to experience FOMO and really start buying in. So the retail investors just start piling in. So once it gets to 250, if it gets that high quickly, retail investors will just start piling in because you got to remember it's on 1.8 million watch lists on Coin Market Cap, as well as almost 42,000 followers and comments on their little community page on Coin Market Cap. So I do foresee this having a good turnaround.
I mean, it's only got like 20 something thousand less followers than ETH.
Yeah, exactly. And let's just take a look at the all here. As you guys can see here, I have it shared on YouTube. So, but shout out to K Max. How high do you think XRP can go? Uh, we don't think it's any more than maybe 550. 10's kind of pushing it on this bull run. However, it can it definitely has potential, but there's a lot of people saying 100, 589. 735. Like they got some weird numbers out there. I don't think it's ever going to get that high anytime soon. But we got a lot more has to happen in the crypto industry in order for it to really hit that price target. But if you've been dollar cost averaging in over the last 2 years, you're going to make a nice chunk of change when it hits the $10 region. And it's probably going to hit it towards the end of the bull run.
Oh yeah.
But it would be nice if it does hit 589. I'm not gonna lie, that'd be a dream come true for every XRP holder. Especially been holding for more than 2 years, you definitely deserve it. You deserve that degenerate play right there. But as you can see, as we go overall, we the highest is like right here in 2018. And then we kind of got a little close to maybe breaking that. But this period right here from 2018, or I should really say from right here, from 2017 to I think it was it May of last year or June of last year when Jeb finally just ran out of XRP that he's holding. So I think his wallet has like 100 left.
If we
So
didn't have if we didn't have the SEC lawsuit, XRP would have broken that.
yes, it the last bull run it would have hit $10, and this one we would be um, talking some big gains, maybe 50, 55 on this bull run. But it's still been holding steady. Like it hasn't gone down to these numbers. It hasn't even gotten into the single digits in cents. It's been holding steady. And so shout out to K Mac. Yeah, if it hits that, you can definitely buy your house in cash and not have to worry about getting the bank involved. The less we can get banks involved in our private life, the better we are. That's just my personal opinion. Although if you got businesses and you're doing business, unfortunately, the banks are going to be part of your everyday life. It's just a harsh thing that you got to deal with. Um, Other than that, if you guys haven't been, if you're new to us, I'll just briefly go over what's in my crypto portfolio. I can actually pull up my shot here of my portfolio. So of course, I'm staying steady with Bitcoin, ETH, XRP, Atom, Dot, Quant, and Crow. Although Crow might disappear, don't hold me to it. I'm still staking it for 10%, so I'm just kind of hoping I can get some of my value back of what I invested, so I maybe break even and get out of it. Uh, but I've been really dollar cost averaging into Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP. I did a little Atom today, and then Cody and I are just trying to get our quant bag up to a degenerate amount as much as we
Yo,
can.
yeah, I'm buying for the rest of the. I'm buying quant for the rest of this year, and I'm also gonna buy a little bit of XRP.
Exactly.
XRP, like, yeah, you have AI and you have tech stocks doing well. You have AI going up,
Mhm.
and people are taking their eyes a little bit off crypto, but at the same time, crypto's pumping up. I still
Yeah,
see something like XRP for enterprise solutions and quant. Those are going to do well long term.
absolutely. Shout out to Peaches. Hey, welcome back to the stream. Thank you for joining in. What network is XDC when sending to a ledger? Actually, we just had that pulled up, but I am not too sure because I only really pay attention to its price, its price movement. I know it's got doing something similar to XRP and adding a little bit of security. Where are you? Here you are. Cody, can you maybe answer that one? Do you know what network it's on, or is it on its own network?
XTC, I honestly don't know, but I would assume Ethereum.
Let's find out here. Okay, so XDC network price, everything. I don't think it's on its own network, but it might be. Layer one blockchain as compatible with global payment messaging standard ISO 222. Where the heck is it? I know we should have had it here. No, let me look into that one. Um, yeah, shout out to Peaches. Yeah, that's what I thought. I was pretty sure it's on Ethereum. Most of these tokens, most of the tokens are, but usually they say it right up here. So let's see here. And just take a quick look at the white paper. But I know Cody's been in the space a little longer. You probably heard of XTC more than I have. But
I've heard of it for sure. I have.
yeah, I think it's powered by XTC protocol. Might have its own network. I'm gonna have to get back to you on that, Peaches. I'll have an answer for you tomorrow or the next time you pop on for us. But thank you for your question there and your support there. So I was pretty sure it was Ethereum, but it looks like according to this paper, it keeps saying its own network. So I'm not too sure. So I have to really read that white paper tonight. Um, Other than that, I don't have a lot of picks in crypto. Other than there's only three I'm really looking at, which are Link, Hedera. Well, I say four. I have Render. I'm just paying attention to as well. And every now and then it's Algorand or some random one I'm just taking a look at. But
I just have quant, atom, dot, and XRP
mhm.
and
and
ETH.
and yeah, I'm really focusing on Chainlink because I think that's a very undervalued coin, and no one's talking about it. So I think I might get into it to see where would be a good time to enter. But I'm still kind of hoping for a 10% downgrade, so it drop in the crypto market, so I can maybe get some good buy points in, and hopefully we can stay there as a dollar cost average all the way through. Um, As far as stocks, these are what's in my portfolio. I have Bank of America, NLY, which is a mortgage firm, Walmart, Coinbase, another healthcare provider, HCA. I have BlackRock, AT&T Wireless. So its symbol is just the T symbol. Apple, Microsoft, and of course Porch Moving Group. So those are the ones I'm putting in long term for my stocks. As you know, overall, my whole thing, I'm just down. So There's just no way around it. I'm
Talk,
down like 2 or 3% on everything
we
of those
should
apps.
talk more about Porch Moving Group.
Yeah, we can definitely pull that up. Let me get the my stock thing pulled up here. But Porch Moving Group is really a brokerage firm for movers, and they actually bought up 5 or 6 other brokers, large cap brokers in the United States and in Canada, I believe. So it's looking like let me see if I can log in here.
So wouldn't something like that help your business?
Yes, a little bit. It depends sometimes. It depends a little bit on the prices because brokers kind of hurt a little bit, but it also works in the long run. Moving is kind of a stable industry, so that's why I'm investing in it. And right now, it's like a buck 39. I'm gonna pull it up here on Webull. And by the way, I'm not paid to promote any of these sites or exchanges. These are just the ones I use the most. So, but Webull, it's actually saying it at the end of trading today, it was at a buck 41. So I actually, because I bought like another huge chunk of shares this morning, I got it at 133. So I made a little bit of change today, but overall, I expect it to go down. If I look in the last 3 months, you can see here we've been going down, and if you look in the year, it's just been skyrocketing down. And of course, we break the 5 years. Its high was in 2021, where it was 24.44, and it had a precipitous drop. But this period they did like over $20 billion worth of buying. So they spent all of their disposable capital buying out their competitors. So they're pretty poised for when this market goes up, starts to return. We're going to make some. It's going to make some money, so it's a good point to get invested in, especially since it's a buck 41 a share. But keep in mind there are risks involved, and make sure you always do your due diligence. I'm just willing to risk that amount of money for it. Um, Other than that, I don't have much more else to say other than it's pretty solid company, but we'll have to see how they handle their debt because their earnings per share has dropped below anticipated levels, but it's still rated by JP Morgan as a 70% B plus buy. So just keep that in mind. So let me go back over here. I actually got to update that. Um, but I know another big one I wanted to take a look at is Amazon. That one I definitely, if you guys are new to investing, definitely want to be dollar cost averaging into Amazon right now because you are definitely going to make some money on this in the next. This is a long term 5 to 7 years play, but you are definitely going to be making some money on this because as you can see here, it fell off once we started having the market shakeup in 2022, and then it kind of bottomed out at 84. We shot up a little bit and then just kind of been trading sideways, but it's on its way up. So it's going up, down, up, down, up, down. Uh, so it's a good time to dollar cost average in or DCA in. Shout out to K Max. How do you dollar cost average in? Also, shout out to Rich. Thanks for joining in. Welcome back to the stream. Always appreciate your support. Um, Dollar cost averaging in is just where you just make sure you're buying you're buying your like if your average buy-in point was $100 and then you start seeing $90, you're not trying to like throw a huge sum of money in. You're just putting a little bit in and just kind of waiting till it goes down. You put a little bit more in and you just lower your dollar cost at your average cost per share that you're purchasing.
So to simplify that, like if you want to say you want to set $200 to $300 every week or two into a
Hmm.
certain stock or crypto, that's dollar cost averaging. Like I'm gonna set $300 every paycheck into this. That's dollar cost averaging instead of
Exactly.
just putting a lump sum of money like $10,000 into one buy. You know,
Hmm.
you're breaking it up.
Yeah, you're just breaking up your purchasing over
You're
a period
buying
of
at different prices.
time. Hmm. So I hope that answers for you, K Max, and we appreciate the support. Thanks for that. Um, but back to Amazon. You were definitely looking at. I don't see a real high price point in like a couple years, but if we're going to talk like 10 years out, it's going to get back to its probably $800-900, maybe over 1,000. They've been doing a lot, and they're opening up more fulfillment centers. They're introducing AI and more robotics into the distribution process. They're definitely becoming more eco-friendly with the Rivian contract and trying to turn their entire fleet and partner fleets electric. So I do see Amazon's overall price going up, and in this current service industry economic environment, you we need something to be shipping all those FOMO purchases online. So and these guys, along with FedEx, are going to be making it. Shout out to Rich. I love that in crypto you can hold, just chill, hold, then make your value. Absolutely. And you can do that with stocks as well. I heard Amazon, they are expanding in Africa. Yeah, they're expanding in Africa. Unfortunately, with some degenerate financing from China and getting some money there. But they are moving into Africa. A lot of people are moving into Africa.
Oh yeah.
And it's not as destabilized as most people think because we're thinking of Africa back in the 90s where it was chaos. It's not like that anymore. It's got better governance and there's a lot of democratic countries in there. But what I think they're trying to move in there because of their space program, it's actually cheaper to launch from the equator in Africa than it is to launch from, in Florida or Texas or anywhere else in the world because it's just cheaper labor, cheaper resources, and of course, they're trying to build their economy, so they'll allow you to do pretty much anything as long as their populace benefits from it. But if Amazon going in there is going to change, we're going to get if people thought we were globalized now, once Africa gets connected and everything going, it who knows what's going to happen. Shout out to K Max. I'm still shook ever since Hotel Rwanda. Yeah, Rwanda. Yeah, that's kind of the what people envision, but it's nothing like that. Like even like the Arabic countries. Like I've been there numerous times for business and other jobs I worked for, and it's nothing. The only thing I would say though is like in the Arabic countries, you got to remember you don't have the same rights as you do in the United States. So you got to be very careful and understand what's going on over there. And the same thing with African countries. Not every country has the same rights that we expect. Though they really are privileged. So you have to understand where you're going and what the rules are. So definitely listen if you're going to one of those countries. Definitely listen to what the embassy has to say for you. Um, but shout out to Rich. That was definitely a good comment there. Amazon's value could definitely skyrocket from that investment, but also Verizon, AT&T, and T-Mobile are making 5G investments into Africa into certain spots. There's also a lot of because Africa is a very big continent, a lot bigger than people think, and there's room for desalination plants, more. Um, it gets a lot of sun, so you can do a lot of solar power in the desert. Like you can do a lot out there without ever really affecting a lot of environment. But you also got to remember, I think it was Elon Musk said if we can generate all the world's power that we need in the Sahara Desert, but we would turn the Amazon rainforest into a desert because of the change of how we change the environment with all those solar panels. So it's just some of the things to keep in mind. But there is a lot of potential there. Just like 50 years ago, there's a lot of potential in China, Taiwan, um, was it Vietnam, Cambodia, all those countries, and Indonesia as those areas were building up. Another one I think you guys definitely should have is Apple. We'll take a look at Apple here. It's one of Cody's picks that he's looking into dollar.
Nvidia, Apple, and Amazon. Those are the big three that you want. Those are all three big caps. Those are all
Mhm.
$1 trillion valuations, and Apple's a 2.7. It's crazy that Apple's 2.7 trillion. Like
Yeah,
it's insane.
Apple is twice the value of the crypto market.
It's
Just remember
insane.
that. It's crazy. But if you look at their charts, all you're going to do, like in the last 5 years, if you had gotten in before, like into 2018, into Apple, you would have made a tremendous amount of money just dollar cost averaging it over the last 5 years. And even still at 160 and 170 range, we still got a long runway till we can make a lot of good money on
So
that.
what do you think Apple's gonna cap out at?
You know what? It's hard to say, but it's every time they do this because what they do is they split the stock. We start running up. Once it gets to 1,000, they start. Well, what they'll do is over this run up, they'll start buying back shares. So they buy huge chunks every year, and then when it hits like over 1,000 per share, they do a 10-for-1 split again, and so you're back down to 70 or $100, and then you just what you got to do is just hold your shares along that path.
Gotcha.
So and you don't have to when they do the like the 10-for-1 splits and then they do buybacks, you don't have to sell your shares back to the company. Just hold on to them, which is what I would recommend doing. Is just holding on to those stocks. Um, I was gonna say, oh, as far it's like Apple, as far as use case, Apple products are not the best business wise. I can't stand using them. They don't work well or communicate well with a lot of things. But from a consumer standpoint, people like them because of the aesthetic, the aluminum framing, the way the iPhone looks. I mean, it's just
iPhones are always gonna be hot
yeah,
in demand.
they're always going to be around, and that's just always something good to keep hold and keep in your in your portfolio because I don't think it's ever going around. However, they do give dividends now. They haven't in years past, but now in the last few years they've been giving a small but steady dividend. So it's definitely worth the have because every 10-for-1 split, you're adding more shares, adding more dividends, and it's going to give you more value. It's kind of like how IBM back in the 60s, if you bought IBM in the 60s and held it till now, all the stock splits and everything, you'd have over $20 million with a $10,000 investment into IBM. Just
Damn.
because of all the constant the splits, like a 20-for-1 split. Then they bought back a lot of stock. Then another 10-for-1 split, then bought back and kind of back and forth, back and forth. Yep. Shout out to K Max. I bought Google, Spotify, and Amazon when they split. That's a good strategy. You can also, if you can, buy them when like right before the split. So that way, because that's where you're getting it at the maximum dollar. Or what I did with Apple is I saw it split, but I waited a month and it dropped another $25 per share, and then I bought in at 75 in like 2013 and just been holding ever since. So, but other than that, like that's my main picks. There's a lot of other things I'm looking into, like Ford. They're repositioning themselves. Unfortunately, they're laying off a ton of people, but it's not like they're not laying off people in a sense of they can't make money. They're laying off people in the sense that they're switching more towards a EV manufacturing format, which is less people, less parts, quicker builds. So that you got to remember. That's why they're going to be cutting back. And if they start doing that, then of course GM's going to do it, Chevrolet's going to do it, Toyota, Honda, Hyundai, Volkswagen. They're all going to start doing it. All the major players are going to start doing it. I would take a look though at the exotics to get a good idea of what's going to happen in the economy because I think the exotic car market's going to plummet. in the next like 2 years.
Really?
Mm-hmm. It's going to plummet because a lot of that stuff has been purchased by rental companies, and with YouTube and all the influencers making way less money, they're unable to rent those things at those prices. And with insurance rates going up, a lot of the exotic rental cars are going to go bust, and that means they only have the actual wealthy people to survive. So their sales are going to start going down. Um, Shout out to Mona Lisa Banda. What crypto? I guess what crypto are you buying right now, if I may ask? Uh, I'll let Cody share his in a bit. I'm really dollar cost averaging into my main points: XRP, Quant, Dot, and Atom. And then I'm kind of every now and then doing Ethereum and Bitcoin. Although I'm waiting for Bitcoin and Ethereum to make a bigger dip down so I could buy more in. But Cody already shared he's heavy on Quant, but I'll let Cody speak for himself.
I'm heavy on Quant, XRP, Ethereum, and Atom, but more so on Quant and XRP as well because if you look at Bitcoin and ETH, I mean everybody knows those are well established and they're going to stay around. They're kind of like the Apple and Amazon of crypto. But when it comes to emerging tech that enterprises and because you got to remember that's going to help too enterprises and big businesses and yeah XRP and Quant. I mean especially Quant too. I mean there's just so many use cases for business. It's just insane.
Yep, and thank you for your contribution, Mona Lisa, and you're welcome. I hope that answers it. None of this is really financial advice, and do keep in mind, like I say every stream, I'm not a certified financial advisor, but I do have my Series 7 and was a broker. So, like, all I did was trade stocks, and all I can tell you is how I see it as a broker. But I hope that helps. It really depends on what you're comfortable with. Don't invest in anything you don't understand. Definitely do your research, read the white papers, make sure it's a project and a company you understand before you put money into it. And also don't risk any more than what you're comfortable losing there, Mona Lisa. I hope that works out for you. Definitely stay tuned, follow us, and I hope you like and share the stream. We definitely help, and you can see other people's questions, and you might have had the same question as them. So, but thank you for joining in. I, I still think I'm probably going to go more heavy quant too. I might do it like 60% of my buy orders because we just got to get that quant bag up because this bull run you're going to make a lot on quant and I know Cody's trying to get to I think it was 100 quant or 1,000, but
I'm trying to get to 70 to 100. By the end of this year, I should have about 70 QNT.
yep. And he's going heavy on quant, just dollar cost averaging in no matter what. I'm trying to buy at good lows, but I'm really dollar cost averaging in. I'm just buying a little bit when it's too high for me, and I'll try to buy a lot more when it's low. But I'm trying to get to a 1,000 quant by the end of the year, but I'm probably not going to make it at these prices as it's steadily rising. I might just be dollar cost averaging in a little bit at a time. Right now, between my Arceus wallet and my the Nano Ledger wallet, I have a total because I bought a little bit of quant today at 278 and some dust. But if we keep rising, I'm probably not going to buy much more than maybe putting like dollar cost averaging 500 a week into it because I'm going to wait for people to cash out profits and buy. Um, but another good one, which I've just been neglecting, has been Atom and Dot. I put a little bit of Atom today in, but I really need to start getting my Dot up because Dot has a great potential to give you a 10, maybe 20x on it if we're lucky at 20x, but 10x for a reasonable run on this bull run. And that's why we want to keep getting. Oh, excuse me.
Think about it like
Keep
this:
getting
a
that in.
hundred. Oh, I'm sorry, but $100 for Polkadot would be $100 billion market cap. Its all-time high was $55, 55 billion. So if it could hit 55 billion, there's no doubt in my mind, especially with more liquidity in the market. And if because Polkadot's traction, you have to if you look at the followers on CoinMarketCap and you look at the dev activity, I mean the traction is there. And you can't tell me in a bull run that it's just going to decline. Like I just don't see it. And like it would take something very scandalous of Polkadot for that to happen. I don't see that because Gavin Wood and everybody in Polkadot, they're actually a legitimate business source.
Exactly. And we've been holding the $5 range pretty steady. It's definitely a good one to get into. As you can see here, it's on 1.5 million watch lists on CoinMarketCap, as well as almost 25,000 followers. But it's got a huge ecosystem with one of the, I think it's ranked third on the amount of developers on there. And it's only getting better. But the thing is just it has no reaction from retail investors. It's like they forgot about it. So it's just been sitting there. So all you're
Yeah,
getting is large purchase orders from, and not really large. Like I think the largest I saw in the last 24 hours was maybe 2,000 dot. Most have been around 100, 200, a couple 500s, some sells, mostly buys, but not enough to make the price go up.
yeah, that'll take a bull run for that to happen, and which is
Oh,
fine.
absolutely. Absolutely. Shout out to Mona Lisa again. What entry point for Adam? Um, to be honest, I'm kind of hoping that it hits the $8.50 range, but the way the charts are looking, I don't think that's going to happen. What are some of your thoughts, Cody,
On what?
on when would be a good time to start buying into Adam right now?
I'd say if you average in right now and just dollar, if you plan on holding Atom until next bull run, then buying in now and buying in even when it drops. Of course, you'd be down on your investment if you bought now if it drops, but you never know what these markets can do. And if you see Atom as a long term investment, then I don't see a problem for it to be buying right now because you have to remember its all time high was 40 something dollars. So
Yeah.
if it was at 40 something dollars again, you'd be dreaming to buy at $10 because I know I was.
Yep. Yep. And uh, about this time last year, it hit a June low of $6.39, and its highest has been 16.46. That's when I took a little profit around this nice U shape here is when I took a little profit. But ever since then, I have not bought into it other than a little bit here in December of 2022. But I have not done anything for the last 6 months in it. Other than till today, I dollar cost average in a little bit, but my average buy in is like 15 something dollars because I was buying it when it was $25, $30 in 2022. So I beginning of 2022 and early and the end of 2021. So I've been getting some good buying points, but I haven't been able to reduce my DCA dollar cost average yet. But I would say now is a good time to get into Atom, but I'm waiting for the sign that the 850 point hits, and that's kind of when the if the crypto world drops 10%. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see what happens in that. I'm kind of hoping we get back to that range, or even if you can get a good $6 buy point in, that's a good time to just try to get in as much as you can until it rises above. Shout out to Crypto Wizard. Do you have a bag of, is it XRP or XRD? I do have XRP. I have a lot of XRP, but are you talking about Radix? I think that's what you're referring to. Let me pull that up on the screen here. Um, I could say I do not have Radix in there. I actually have no idea what this crypto does, but we do appreciate it bringing to our attention. We could go over it really quick here. Um, I know this one's coming kind of a short Wednesday night, but we do thank you guys all for your support. Definitely keep the likes coming, keep the shares coming. If I'm looking at the chart right, it seems like we had a nice run up from where is it? Where's the low here? 3 cents to 14 cents, and that was in April. So I don't know what news happened to cause that, or if there's just people catching on to it and buying. But it's got 1K followers, 38,000 people watching it. That's enough to wonder who's watching it. Let's just pull up the white paper real quick here. Share this tab. Okay. So we should have a synopsis here somewhere. Now let's go to introduction. 12 years on from the invention of blockchain, DeFi, revolutionary. Okay, I see where we're going with this. I do apologize there, Crypto Rigid. You are commenting faster than I
He
can
was on the
read.
live stream.
Yeah. Let's see here. It's a full stack L1 non EVM DeFi platforms go live in July. History goes back to 2013. Okay, so they got a good amount of progress. Um, I mean, we can ease at the price it's at, and the bull run, and with the bull run coming up in the next year, with Bitcoin having, it does have some quite a good amount of potential going on. But I would have to I have to do some research to see about the community, and really take a look at this white paper. I do apologize, guys. Like I've been up since 4 o'clock. Actually, really, I didn't really sleep at all last night. Just kind of went straight through till today. So I'm a little tired running all my visits. So I'm gonna have to read this tonight and give a more solid answer tomorrow. But it looks like a hedge bet. I'm more than willing to put some money into and maybe add it to my watch list. But as I'm kind of scrolling through, I just need to see more about the people involved and everything. Absolutely. Hey, thank you. Oh, thanks for a heads up, Crypto Wizard. Uh, they have 3 white papers. Enjoy the rabbit hole. I guess I'm going to be enjoying it over this tomorrow morning. Um, so with that being said, I think I got to cut this a little short because I am getting a little tired. But we do appreciate all your guys' support. Did not get a chance to cover the 2 cryptos in the morning, but we really do appreciate all your guys' support. Do like and follow us and support us on the other channels because we're live on all channels and all replays are on YouTube and on Rumble, so you can watch all our lives there. And also, I'm going to be adding some stuff to our Patreon, and in a month, I'm gonna be able to start doing some like one-on-one sessions for you guys and things like that on the Patreon. So definitely keep your eye out for that. I do have everything going. Also, any support that you give us, any funds that we get, we are going to use that to buy equipment because Cody and I do have a plan to, once we get enough viewers in here, we're going to find a nice office space, get an actual podcast center going, and have a lot of fun doing everything.
Oh
And
yeah.
shout out to Britt, definitely one of our great moderators, been with us from the beginning. And if everybody can subscribe, follow us on TikTok, subscribe on YouTube, subscribe to follow us on Twitter and Twitch and Facebook. Everything's in the link, so I will definitely get all of that make sure all that's set up for you guys. And if you guys want to reach out to us privately, definitely do so on Facebook. You can private message us there, and we can certainly have a nice private conversation about business or any business questions you don't want to ask on online or live. So, but thank you guys. I'm gonna get some rest. Cody, your final thoughts?
Oh, you pretty much cleared everything, man.
Okay. All right. Well, hey, thank you guys. Thank you, Crypto Wizard, for your support. Really appreciate it. Thank you guys. I will check you guys tomorrow at 8:30 for our Crypto News Live every 8:30 every Thursday. So thank you guys. I will definitely catch you guys later. Catch you guys tomorrow.